Here's another thing, if you're an artist with shaky hands like me due to neuropathy, water and a paper towel are always your best friend. Can't make them straight curves like I used to. But again, nothing is a mistake. Anything that's a mistake can be fixed. Well, anything, or you can turn a mistake into something really great. I'm not trying to get corny now. This is just a feeling painting. I can't even say it's a subject, it's just a feeling. I'm gonna, instead of telling you, I'm just gonna do it. Starting off skinny. Again, we're talking about how hard we press on the brush affects when you're doing lines, use the brush to help you. Now I'm using a round because I wanted to start small and then move into making my area bigger. Did change brushes. The reason for the brush change is because I kind of got the width that I want, but I don't want this paint to be opaque in this spot. So you see how when I go over it, and I'm actually going to wash the brush, I'm going to dry the brush, but I'm going to try not to add any water to this product because the jar does say to not use it with too much water, or don't add water to it. Another interesting thing you can do, and I always say this with composition, is to create motifs when you're challenged, particularly with abstract. Using a motif to help your composition. Now the motif that I'm creating right here, I'm making the same kind of circular pattern there like the sun, but I'm going to want to keep the texture in this as well. Now you see right here, you see the difference in it, in the product, even in the color, depending on how hard you press on the brush. So if I want to get a dark turquoise line there, I'm going to get my thin brush again. I'm gonna go back to the straight brush down here. I'm gonna get a big brush. And I have this problem right in here. It's kind of ruining the look. So I'm gonna dry brush it for this area. This gel is really interesting if you dry brush. Has a different effect than a regular dry brush effect. Now I'm seeing a problem right here to this motif. So I'm going to take this turquoise out. Now one thing you notice here, especially when I'm painting abstractly, I'm not worried about making a mess, because especially with abstract painting, you really do get happy accidents sometimes. Not to belabor the point. This white spot right here really is an issue. It's gotta go. I can't even create a circular motif here because of this white right here. And I don't know if I did that last time or if I did that originally. That's part of the problem. Maybe I should keep the original painting close by so I can reference to it. But then I don't know if I'll be as bold in changing it. I might get too attached to saving certain parts of it that I shouldn't save. Who knows? And I just figured out a way to fix it. So we're gonna leave the turquoise for now. We're gonna leave this area. I'm gonna go back up here to finish my composition with the turquoise. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you walk away from it and then you reevaluate what you've done, and then you can look and see how to fix it, maybe what you could add to change it. I always tell the kids too, same thing, step back. Look at what you've done. Do you think it's successful? Do you see areas that you can do improvement? And I really do have poor vision, so I'm wearing close-up glasses. I'm telling you that because if I occasionally look cross-eyed, I'm not in real life. Just want you to know. Not that it matters, right? If I was, it still wouldn't matter. Now this drip of water is going to be unfortunate. Unless we pile it on the paint. You can pile it on with the brush too. It's not above me to keep going and keep changing things. And I think that's important, especially when you're working abstractly. You shouldn't be afraid to change things that aren't working. Admit to yourself what is, what works, what doesn't. And some people think this is easy. I don't find abstract that much easier than photorealistic painting. I think you need to know both. To be a well-rounded artist, you should know both.